What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm actually going to be trying to fix the clear coat blush on the rear fender of the Honda. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm up here at work and I'm actually on my lunch hour, and by lunch hour I mean lunch 30 minutes. I'm gonna take the fender that I've actually been working on recently. Last night I was up to about maybe 11 o'clock sanding this thing down, and I was getting past the blush on the clear coat. I did a 600 grit wet sanding first to get past that one layer. This is like super smooth right now, and then once I finished that and I got past it, I noticed on a couple of the edges I went a little bit too far and I went into the actual primer. I didn't mean to do that, oops. So I hit it with another coat of black around the edges and places where I covered it, and then I followed that up with a 2500 wet sand over the whole entire fender. So what I'm going to do now is it's ready to be painted with a clear, which should fill in all of the it should fill in everything else. That should finish it up. But I'm going to take a microfiber cloth and wipe this down and get it nice and clean and hit it with a clear gloss lacquer. So while I'm up here at work doing this, I got a little bit of time. Go ahead and knock this out. What I'm using is U-Pol. I got this from AutoZone, anti-rust, protective enamel, clear gloss. This is a lacquer, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think so. No, this isn't lacquer. The other one was lacquer, not this one. All right, so microfiber. So I'm gonna sit you guys here. I don't have a tripod, so y'all gonna have to work with me on this. I left my tripod back at the house. I'll wipe this thing down, nice and clean. Get any dust particles off if possible. It's gonna be almost impossible to do that because I'm up here at work and we have nothing but a gravel parking lot. So, ideal locations. Yeah, I get it. But I'm going to hit this with a clear coat as best I can out here. And this actually in the sun, the reason why I'm doing it out here on my tailgate in the sunlight is you know, the dead heat out here can just cook on this clear coat and make it dry faster. So I'm going to put you guys on my head real quick. Make this kind of quick if I can. I'm gonna try to. I don't care about the tailgate, but we're gonna see if we can get this. All right, so I got this whole thing covered in clear, and it is not the best work I've ever seen. I'm telling you right now, if you guys ever see this, stay away from it, because that right there is the worst spray nozzle known to man. Come on guys, this is terrible. I used this entire thing and like the spray was not even at all. It sucked, and I am not happy with that. Garbage. Anyway, I got as much clear on there as possible, and when I get back to the house, I'll probably do like a 3000 grit sandpaper, and then probably hit it with a compound and some buffing and polish it and see if I can bring that clear coat out. So anyway, I'll see you guys back at the house. Alright guys, well this is pretty much the final product of the rear fender. I've tried 3 different methods for clear coat. The first 2, they didn't exactly work out for me. The first one, I got the primer coat, I got the base coat, and then I went for the first stage of clear, and apparently the humidity got to it and it caused it to fog up or blush, so I had to sand that down. And then I tried a different method by using direct sunlight to kind of speed up the drying process in a fairly drier environment. So I took it up to work, and I used a different type of clear coat, and the nozzle itself had a fan pattern that would allow for better overlap. Well, the problem is that nozzle itself, half of it was missing, so I was spraying 2 streams of it on here, and it just looked like garbage. And that made me mad, so I had to go back and sand it down again. So I got a 3rd type of clear coat. I got that from AutoZone, and I went ahead and I put 3 or 4 layers down on here, and it actually turned out to be way better. When I sprayed it on here, it looked like it was really fogging up, but I thought it was, you know, going to be screwed up again. But when I let it go, the more it was curing, the better it got, and then eventually it just absolutely cleared right up, and it looks pretty flipping good. It's got some pearl and metal flake into it. It turned out better than I thought it would. But this paint job is not the final paint job I'm going to have for the bike. That is going to be for later on. My objective right now is to get the bike on the road. The other part of this video is something I want to share with you guys. It's a little trick. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to move this off to the side. Alright, my next target is this right here. Alright, hang on, let me fix the camera just a wee bit. Now, there are some plastics that have this white on it, and that's from the UV beating it down over the years. Now, what happens is the color of this starts to fade on the exterior, but underneath it's still black. So a simple fix is heat. So I've already taken the torch to this little tip right here, and as you can see, it's black again. You know, it looks new. So with a little bit of heat, I'm going to be able to bring all of this back, and I'm going to show you guys that here on the GoPro. I'm going to do a separate version of this on another camera. But I want to let you know this now, guys. Not all plastics are made the same. I've seen some people take a torch to like their Jeep or any plastic parts on their car, and it actually damages it and it doesn't bring it back. And then other vehicles it works. It just depends on the plastic that the vehicle's made with. Fortunately for us, I can actually apply a little bit of heat to this and bring some life back into the plastic on this. Alright, so right now I've got the screen split between this camera and the GoPro. So I'm going to show you guys in both ways. So with the with the propane torch, you can see it's propane. I'm actually going to hit this side over here. Or actually, I'll go ahead and continue on this side, and I'll show you. Now just a little bit of heat, a little bit of hissing. That's all you need. It's just a little bit of flame, okay? Just a little bit. And I mean, don't just like stay on there and then, you know, hope that it does something. All you gotta do is just tickle it. Try not to damage anything else. Open the flame. All right, here we go. All right, now watch carefully. I just touched it. That's all I did. That's it. Just a little bit of touch. just touching it. It's hard to do when you got all this hardware still attached to it, but it's doable. Trying not to burn myself. Yeah. A little bit of. That's it, guys. Just a little bit. See that? You got your before. Look at your before and afters, guys. Before and after. Simple as that. Make sure you guys are still able to see it. Yeah, you are. Okay, good. Alright, so proof that I'm not lying. Now I'm good at this. More fun. Little bit. There you go. A little bit of heat. I've seen people do this with those little your cigarette lighters that you get at the gas station too. It works just the same. Should have got all of it. And there it is. Now, off camera, I'm going to take this plate cover off, and I'm going to clean up the plastic underneath. Actually, I don't think I need to, because the UV ray didn't touch that. It doesn't look like it messed with it. People are thinking I'm crazy, but the proof is in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen. And there you go. It works. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content of the video and the little tips and tricks that I showed you with the torch on the plastic and bringing that back and getting rid of the white UV beaten plastic. Also, the rear fender here and how well it has turned out so far. It still needs a little bit more time to cure, but for right now I think it's okay to start reassembling, which is what I'm going to do tonight off camera. Now the next video will show me in time lapse me throwing this all back together, so I just want to give you guys a heads up. That's what you're going to see in the next video. But yeah, so far this is doing pretty good. I'm going to clean this up, button it up, and call it a night. So hopefully you guys like the content of the video and everything in it. I want to send out a huge shout out to my uncle being my sponsor and allowing me to use GoPro 9 to get better camera views, as you guys clearly saw with the torch. And secondly, I also want to send a huge shout out to my other sponsor, Oxido LED. If you guys want to upgrade your car to allow it to have better illumination performance, or even just make it look better, check out the link down below in the description and go on their website and surf and just plug in the year, make, model of your car, what kind of lights that you want to put on it, and upon purchase, don't forget to use the coupon code SVCruza to get 15% off your purchase. So with all that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the channel and the video so far, and until next time, Y'all take it easy. I love you. Good night.